Hello everybody, Advance64 here! Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we beat the Lava Ridge gym over here. I forgot the name of this little place for a second. But it was the Fire-type gym leader, we beat Flandry. But more importantly, when we left, we encountered May, who gave us the Go-Go Goggles, which will now allow us to get through the sandstorm that's just right over here. Let's go ahead and check that out, actually. And we go past Route 112 here to Route 111. We can finally go up here. And we got the sandstorm raging right here, and it's perfect. So we can move on right ahead. There's nothing stopping us, and if we go walk around in this little area, this is what replaces grass around this place. And we got a Baltoy show up, and this is where we encountered these just another episode ago. It was like it wasn't the last episode, I think. It was like the episode before that one. But these guys, this is the main place you can end up finding these guys. They're pretty good psychic Pokemon that, again, they're very defensive. If you want to build a Pokemon that's very defensive, Baltoy is definitely a very, very good choice for that. There's a thing right here. What do we got? A Stardust. And you can probably tell that I'm ignoring something right here. I mean, there's definitely something just standing right there that I'm just totally not looking at. And we got another Baltoy, of course. This guy doesn't really worry me too much. Let's just move on from that. And now, of course, you can probably guess what I'm trying to put together right here. And it's this little thing right here. It's this right here. As you can see, it's kind of just fading in and out of the place. If we talk to it, I see it. The Tower of Sand. The Tower of Sand they call it Mirage is clearly visible. But it looks so fragile, it can crumble away at any time. I want to go inside, but I can't get my courage up for it. And how about we get our courage up for us? If you are playing Pokemon Emerald, this place will appear. This is Mirage Tower. Now, Mirage Tower has, I don't know the exact percentage of it, but it has a certain chance to show up every now and again when you enter this area. I believe it resets when you enter a Pokemon Center, or even if you just leave the area to Route 112 right over there. I'm not certain on it, but I do know it resets a lot. Earlier when I was test recording this little area, the place didn't actually show up right off the bat. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. However, if you are going to Mirage Tower, there is one important thing to keep in mind. That you want to swap out your bike for the Mach bike right here. That's the bike that can end up going really, really fast. And I would also recommend having repels in this situation. Because, now, there is Sandshrew and one other Pokemon that we can find in here. It's definitely not going to be really helpful for us to encounter a Pokemon when we're trying to build up enough speed to get through this little area. Now, if you can see those little, patches of dirt, I don't know what would you call those? Rough parts in the ground? Those cracks in the ground. Okay, those cracks in the ground. Alright. These, you cannot walk past. If you do, you're gonna fall down. But, if you have the Mach bike and you're going fast enough, okay, this is hard. But there we go. Okay, wow. I'm surprised I did that first go. But as you can see, those holes open up down there, and you would fall down to the first floor of this place. But luckily we got past that just fine, and we can move on. And there are some more dirt patches over here, but we can entirely just ignore those ones. There's no reason for it here. And we do need Rock Smash, but if you did come here from Marvel, luckily you would have Rock Smash already. But it can be a little annoying. I wish they put that kind of earlier on, and so you don't, if you don't have a Rock Smash Pokemon, you're kind of just messed up from here. But this is the main attraction of Mirage Tower. The whole purpose of this, and why it's only in Pokemon Emerald. Those two things up here, they are Pokemon fossils. You found the root fossil. If this fossil is taken, the ground will crumble around it. Well, it said it will likely crumble away, but practically. So, take the root fossil, or we will take the claw fossil right here. If the fossil is taken, the ground around it will likely crumble away. Will you take the claw fossil? Now, before you take these two Pokemon are this one, the root fossil, is Lilip. It is a rock and grass Pokemon. And its main purpose is defense. It's an okay Pokemon. Personally, I'm much more of a fan of the Pokemon right here. I had Repel out. How come I encountered a Pokemon right here? Okay, well, we got a Sandshrew, our favorite fossil Pokemon. But in the Claw Fossil, you would find Anorith. Anorith because a rock and bug Pokemon. It's a very interesting type combination that we're not really going to see until Gen 5 again. But it's a very nice Pokemon, and I actually have used it before, and it's a lot of fun. But because of that, I'm actually going to pick Lilith, because the last Pokemon I used was Anorith. So if we take the Root Fossil here, and the tower suddenly starting to shake and crumble around us. We get sent flying out, and the tower crumbles here. And that's the last of Mirage Tower. Mirage Tower will not show up again. And there's the other fossil. There goes the Claw Fossil right there. The Claw Fossil disappeared into the sand. We cannot get the Claw Fossil right now, unfortunately. We can walk over here, but there's nothing for us to get. Mirage Tower will never show up again if we talk to this guy again. Whoa, that was shocking. Sand rained down in chunks all of a sudden. What was inside? We're sending ghosts and such? And nothing as cool as that. Only a fossil! And, of course, there is one thing for us that we could do with fossils. And we're actually going to be doing that just before we end up getting back to our dad. Because our dad, on the way to our dad, I should say, is a way to bring back fossils back to life. I don't believe we're going to be doing it in this episode because we still got this whole desert to show off. And, of course, if you go up here, this little area is the top part of Route 111, if you, where we come out from the Fiery Path on. If you have the Go-Go Goggles, you can literally just run through it and then make it back through Route 111 out there. And, ooh, we just got the Pokemon I was really hoping of finding. And, alright, we got Trapinch right here. Level 20. I really wanted to get this guy. So, I was hoping to change... I kind of have a name picked out for it already, but I don't know if the name would go so well with a female Trapinch. But you know what? I'm gonna go with it anyway, and I'm happy that Pursuit isn't doing too much damage from it. But yes, if you remember me talking a little bit about it back, I don't remember how long ago, but it was quite a bit ago. It was it was back when we were at Route 113, the place with the ash. Someone had a Trapinch, and I said, yes indeed, this is the Pokemon I wanted to get. And so, I definitely am going to go ahead and catch that. Let's go for a Great Ball. I feel like this should be good to catch this. And I am definitely hoping here. I think this should be good. Yes! Now, alright, I can go ahead and name this one thing that I was thinking. Its big jaws crunch through boulders. Its head is so big, it has a hard time of getting back up right if it tips over onto its back. Its whole thing is this guy is supposed to be an antlion, which are specific bugs that you would only find in the desert. And its whole thing about when it evolves, it eventually becomes something that uses mostly sand. I kind of messed that up, didn't I? There we go. This is what I wanted to name the Trapinch, and yes, I do know that it's a girl, but I feel like we can work past that. We got Gara, the Trapinch here, and Gara is going to indeed be our 6th member of the team. So, yeah, that's true. Right here, we're going to be having to say goodbye to Ziggy very soon. Because while Ziggy could indeed pick up our items, and could indeed break rocks with its face, we have no choice but to move on without Ziggy. And that, I will admit, is quite sad. But, let's go ahead, and I'll be right back with our new member of the team. Alright, we're back at the desert, and we have our next member of the party on our team. This is Gara the Rash Trapinch. It's got Hyper Cutter, so it won't lose any attack, and it's, as you can see, its main purpose is attack. But this is the moves it's got. Bite, Sand Attack, Faint Attack, and I teach it Rock Smash in order to get back up here. So, it's not super great a physical attacker as the means of right now, especially since Bite and Faint Attack are all special attack moves in this generation. So, fortunately, Gara isn't going to be much of a great attacker at the beginning right now, But as you can saw, if you did see right there, it did have an item with it, and that was in fact a EXP share. Now, if you at all remember, or if you've seen my old Let's Play of Pokemon Pokemon Fire Red, yes. In that game, I used a Pokemon called Dratini, and Dratini eventually became a very strong Pokemon at the end of the game called Dragonite. But Dragonite you didn't get until very, very much later at level 55. Now, Trapinch, we don't have to wait until level 55, but Trapinch follows the same formula. It's not gonna be doing so much damage right now, but it will be able to evolve and become to a very good Pokemon. But this should be a decent Pokemon to fight against right here, since we have 2 super effective moves against it. So I feel like we should probably be able to take out this Baltoy. I'm a little worried about it, because Baltoys can have self-destruct and Psybeam. But let's go ahead and see how Gara does against this just alone. If it just keeps using Rapid Spin, that's actually really good for us. Let's go ahead and do Bite, and that's actually not that bad. It should return take out this Gara. I mean, I'm Gara. It should return take out the Baltoy. And we're getting hit by a Rock Tomb. Wow. Okay. That didn't do too much damage, but it did lower our speed. Not that we were outspeeding in the first place, though. Let's go ahead and bite this Baltoy. Another bite should take it out, and I think we'll be okay with that. I didn't really mention back when we were in these parts, but being outside of the Mirage Tower in this area, and just in the desert area itself, Sandstorm is always blowing. If you are not a if your Pokemon you're using is not a rock, steel, or ground type, it's actually going to take damage over time while just being out. Oh, you're mean. And yes, I am, but we did get a lot of XP, so I don't care. Moving on, we got this guy right here wearing the go-go goggles, makes me feel like a superhero. Right now, nobody can beat me. And personally, the desert route is one of my more favorite routes in the entirety of Pokemon. There's a lot of cool Pokemon here that I personally really like using. I don't dislike using any of them. Baltoy right here, for instance, well, isn't much of a strong attacker itself. It's definitely a very good Pokemon at defending, and it does get really good damaging moves like Earthquake and Psychic. So I definitely never put down a Baltoy, because it definitely do really good. And then I don't know if he has any of the other Pokemon. Oh, yep, Sandshrew right here. Sandshrew, I am probably not used too much since Sandshrew is probably one of the more mediocre Pokemon that you can get at the point of like the 5th gym. And in Ruby and Sapphire, you can actually get this guy in Route 113. So you can definitely have used him for the Fire Gym, which probably is the best time to use him. And there's a TM for Dig, not that Sandshrew can actually just learn Dig just by leveling up. So if you were lazy, you can just teach him Dig right there and have a really good move on Sandshrew. And then right when you pick up a Sandshrew here right now as well, it'll actually be like 1 or 2 levels away from becoming a Sandslash, so I shouldn't even put it down because of that, because the Sandslash is a pretty good Pokemon, and it's actually going to be pretty good against the next fight. I've actually used it against the 5th gym, and it's not that bad. I personally have really like using Sandslash. So again, there's that. And then there's, of course, the Pokemon I was using, that I've been using, kind of just been leeching off by Deku here, for XP. And that Pokemon would be Trapinch. Trapinch can evolve 2 more times, and it's going to become really good in the future. So I can't wait for that. If you are playing Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire, instead of that guy right here, there would be the 2 fossils right here. This is why there's no Mirage Tower in Ruby and Sapphire. You can come up here and then choose either the root or a Claw Fossil, and then the other one disappears forever with no ever way of collecting the other one. If you are playing Pokemon Emerald, however, like I chose the Root Fossil, the Claw Fossil is not gone forever. There is a way of getting the Claw Fossil, but not until the end of the game. Not something crazy to worry about. And, okay, this is the last Pokemon we can find in the desert route, but it's definitely a really cool one. It's pretty much the last grass Pokemon you can get in this game, but it's Cacnea. Cacnea is super cool. It becomes Cacturne when it evolves, and becomes a grass dark type, so it's a super cool Pokemon. It also has its own special move called, oh wow, I missed Secret Power there. I believe it's called Needle Arm, and Needle Arm is a pretty good move. I believe it's stronger than Leaf Blade itself, actually, but I personally really like it. It's really the only person you're ever going to really see it in this game using it now. It's just this character combo. But, alright. Secret power here is a Mud Shot. That's pretty neat, but it doesn't, you know, do ground-type damage. Another thing to note when fighting a Cacnea is that it actually has the ability Sandville, which is why it's not taking any damage from the desert right here, and it's also why we can't really hit it that well. If we go to Gara, though, Gara should actually be able to take this out. We're going to go ahead and use Feint Attack here, and this will always hit it. Sandville will increase your evasiveness in a sandstorm, and it will also make you immune to sandstorm, so really good thing to have. I don't want Deku to be out of the commission yet, though, but let's go ahead and heal him. Honestly, getting hit by those pin missiles 5 times in a row was definitely very unlucky. This guy's only got a Sand Shrew, and if he let it evolve, it would definitely be a Sand Slash by now. I believe it evolves at level 22, so definitely could not have been a lot stronger, but we probably would have one-shot him anyway with Leaf Blade. Moving on from here, there's still more trainers to fight in this area, and I believe there's some items in these rocks as well, so it's good to check them, because there are some items in the sandstorm place right over here. But of course, I could have just called it a desert, but I somehow forgot the word for desert. We got a Meryl right here. I guess they might have been expecting you to use some of the ground type Pokemon right here. Let's move on right here. Was there anything right here? Yes, there was! And we got a rare candy. Awesome! I don't know how many of those we have now, but we're doing really good with those, and those are going to come in handy too. This one rock that this hiker is protecting right here is a Stardust. But if we go with a fight him, for 30 years I have searched for ancient ruins. Am I to be challenged? And instead of a hiker, this is an exclusive guide to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It's a Ruin Maniac, and these guys are always near certain places that are the ruins. And this guy actually was smart enough to evolve his Sandshrew into Sand Slash here. Again, we just one-shotted him, so again, no problem. Level 22 on Gara, so that's super cool. Well, I have searched for ruins, I have not searched for strong Pokemon. I mean, you got better Pokemon than those guys up there. I haven't been searching for any tough Pokemon. For some reason, I should do like Pokédabs. Alright, thank you, Ruin Maniac Dusty. What a apt name for this place. Is there anything in this one? There is not. I believe this is going to be a double battle right here. Let's go ahead and get into that. How tough are you? We shall expose that secret. And we got, I'll give you some of my sandwich if you lose. And this dude's bribing me to lose. And he's got a Torkoal right there. You can just go for Leaf Blade on the Sandshrew, and I think Body Slam on the Tailo, and I think we'll probably just take care of them, no problem with that. We're doing really good with our levels, too. Very happy with that. And a lot of this XP is also going to our good friend Gara over there. So, no problems there. Let's go ahead and use Leaf Blade on you, and actually going to use Ember on the Nuzleaf here. I'd rather get that super effectiveness. Stinks that the Nuzleaf literally just got out this turn and already had to get hurt by Sandstorm. But, yep. Luckily, we get past that. Roshi's level 29, so that's super cool. Let's move on here. There's one other trainer over here, just to make sure you don't entirely weasel out of a double battle. I shouldn't have come to a place like this for a picnic. Yeah, this is definitely not a good place for a picnic, unless you want sand in your sandwich. And, alright, moving on, we got Leaf Blade right here. We got that barrel out of the way. And Gara's level 23 now. Very nice. And I think we might go for Secret Power on this, but then again, let's go for another Leaf Blade and see how that does. And that almost took it out, so yeah, that's not bad. We'll just quick attack it for this next turn, if Sandstorm doesn't take it out, and it did not. I just remembered we don't have quick attack because we got rid of it from Dig. I'd say okay though. We beat it regardless, and alright. This is pretty much everything to show off in the Sandstorm right here. Although we do have this really weird, suspicious looking rock over here. Not that there's really anything for us to do with that right now. There's this one cool rock in the middle of a bunch of other rocks. But maybe that's important later on. Let's move on. Here, we got, something down there. Let's go ahead and get through that. We're gonna leaf blade the sand shrew. So many sand shrews just gonna get out of the way. Repel is definitely good in this location if you did want to check it out and you didn't want to go through all these like encounters. But if you go all the way down here, you got the TM for Sandstorm. Definitely not the greatest TM to find in the game, but of course, if you're running Pokemon that are just ground, rock, and steel, it's definitely not a bad reason to use Sandstorm on your team. Of course, I think that's it for this episode, though. We've shown off pretty much everything there is to show off in the desert here. I want to thank you very much for watching in this episode, though. In the next episode, we are going to move on to Rustboro City, where we're going to bring back to life that fossil that we found. And then after that, the only thing standing in our way is our fodder, and we're going to take him down. We'll beat the 5th gym, and there'll be nothing to stop us then. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.